Caribou's Kehihihihi in the New World has 46 chapters, starting from chapter 674 and ending with 731 in 2013, having one anime episode where scenes from this miniseries are shown in a flashback after reuniting with Luffy in episode 921 of the anime. This story is set between Fishman Island and the Wano arc. We start at Fishman Island with Caribou, who once again tries to kidnap some mermaids with his devil fruit powers, but got knocked out and put in a barrel by Jinbei, who at that time still had unfinished business with Big Mom. Caribou and the crew arrive with a new ship, but Jinbei swims at fishman speed, carrying the little boat with Caribou inside, and arriving at Navy Base G5, where Smoker and Tashigi were transferred after the Marineford arc. Here, Commodore Yarisugi has many ideas what to do with Caribou. Right before burning him, his crew appears and fight for their captain, actually saving him at the last second, but Caribou escapes without his crew. Alone he sails the seas, but the ship got a lot of damage, so once again he's on a small boat stranding on a new island. He wakes up to an old woman who took care of him, but the moment she takes a nap, he instantly robs her. She still gives him a meat pie and shows him the way to the harbor. On the road, he runs into soldiers who have the same star symbol as Caribou's jacket, which he got from the old lady. They call him Captain Gaburu, but that moment the old woman appears, driving off the soldiers. Caribou continues his way to the harbor while waving goodbye to the woman, who waves goodbye back. Before getting there, Caribou decided to return to the town out of curiosity. While hiding and eating more meat pies, he finds many soldiers of the same uniform searching for him in front of a large smoking building. Using his powers, he then investigates the building and learns that it is a factory for manufacturing weapons, piquing his interest. It turns out he looks nearly identical to the revolutionary leader, being an homage to Ernesto Che Guevara. But as in our reality, the proletarian riot gets suppressed by Scott from Kaido's crew, burning the flag of their revolution. Caribou returns to the old lady, who for sure turns out to be the grandma of the real Gaburu. She suddenly wakes up and begs him to just run and don't fight anyone, mistaking Caribou with her deceased grandson. Suddenly, Scorch enters the house and Caribou runs away, leaving the woman behind, who stands between him and Scorch. Back at the port, he runs into his crew with a stolen navy ship, and Caribou isn't even mad about him. He remembers what their grandma always said: brothers need to get along. Meanwhile, Scorch captures the old woman and holds her up above the defeated revolutionaries, preparing to execute her as an example to those who defy him. However, he is stunned to see a marine battleship coming up to the shore in front of him, carrying Caribou and his crew. Caribou decides to take up the deceased Gaburu's identity, with the rest of the crew acting as reinforcements, which surprises everyone. With the words, "Liberate the proletariat, liberate the old hag," Caribou and his men attack Scotch and actually manage to liberate the people with my actually new favorite panel. Take over the factory, no more workplace. Caribou, or Gaburu, is a hero now, but then a dinosaur appears? It's X-Drake, who arrests Caribou and demands to crush everyone who resists. Before they can leave, the old lady hands him his last meal and everyone cries at the port. The final panels are both the woman, whose name is Baburu, crying and visiting Gaburu's grave, putting Caribou's wanted poster on it and thanking him for being as sweet as her grandson. She knew it all along. This is one of the most unexpectedly deep cover stories Oda has ever written. Somehow, Caribou, of all people, ends up in a socialist revolution, impersonates a martyr and actually becomes a hero, while still being a scumbag. It's gritty, darkly funny, politically charged, and strangely moving. Unexpectedly, one of my favorite cover stories. 07 at that point.